Can you describe what you teach in biology class?
Biology? Well, I'm not teaching any biology classes right now, but I have taught biology 11 and I've taught a little bit of biology 12. It's called Life Sciences 11 and Anatomy and Physiology 12. But I do teach Science 8, Science 9, which have a biology component in each of those classes. And I've taught biology in Science 10 as well.
What's the difference between biology 11 and biology 12?
Well, biology 11, it used to be called biology 11, now it's Life Sciences 11. You talk a lot about evolution, and you talk a lot about different animals and plants, and you go through how things have changed, how different animals and organisms have adapted to their environments, and you go through many different phylums and classes and families of animals, and also plants, whereas for biology 12, you focus on human anatomy, and you go through all the different body systems.
Why do your students take your biology class?
Well, hopefully they have an interest in biology. There are a few reasons why different people take the biology class. Maybe they're interested in going to sciences in general, and they need the two sciences to get into the program they want, or if they have a specific interest in biology. Many people find interest in junior sciences, science 8, 9, and 10, and they decide to continue on. Yeah, I'm biased because I like biology the most, that's what I studied, but I think that it's pretty tangible to learn, like you see how biology affects different things in everyday life with the animals and the plants and the people that you meet. You encounter living things all the time.
And what do your students like about your biology class?
Well, you can ask my students. Well, I think they would enjoy, I think there are lots of cool videos. I taught Life Sciences 11 last year, and there are lots of cool videos to show like different animals that you don't really see in your everyday life. I think there are lots of different interesting interactions, and putting it all together into a story, an evolutionary story, is pretty cool. Also lab sections are always cool.
Yeah. And how does your biology connect to the future of the studies and careers of students?
Well, there are lots of careers that you can do with biology. You can go into research, you can research many different things. I know we have a bacteria unit in Life Science 11, so any kind of microbiology lab or research. Also, if you're interested in medicine, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a nurse, any kind of healthcare is related to biology. If you're interested in animals, zoology, you can work with animals, be a vet, you can do lots of things in biology. Yeah.
And what dissections have your students done or going to?
Dissections, well, there are dissections in many different grades. In Science 8, very often, I know it's in the physics unit, but it's also related to biology, it's like the eye. Also in Life Science 11, there are a lot. We do squid, we've done sea star, we did rat, we did frog, we did earthworm. Yeah, there are lots of dissections.
Yeah. What do your students do? What do you do for your students to be engaged or motivated?
I think having a variety of different ways to teach the topic is really important. So having some videos along with some guided notes, maybe some diagrams, a little bit of reading, textbook, and real-world examples I think is always important. Making interactive, so a lot of question and answering, and an opportunity for them to study and to do projects. Yeah, having just all different modes of teaching.
And how do you assess their learning?
Different ways. Of course, there are tests and there are quizzes, and there's multiple choice and short answers. So, having the students be able to explain reasoning and like the process of different things is very important. Some people are not the best test takers, but they can show their learning through projects. They can even show their learning through labs. So, like if they're able to do a dissection really well and they're able to explain all the different parts of the systems and how they work together, then that's also another way that they can show their learning.
How do you think this impacts their daily life?
Their daily life? Lots. Like, I think you could have I think by learning biology, you have a greater appreciation for the world, in my opinion. You can see how different processes inside of your body can affect your everyday life. You also learn how different ecosystems work together, how yourself as a human can impact the world, impact different living organisms and different ecosystems. Yeah, I think learning biology is super important. There are living things, we are living things, and the people around us are living things, and organisms and plants and animals and bacteria even. You can even think about medicine and your nutrition and how that feeds different bacteria inside of your body. Those are all relating to biology, and I think there's a lot that we can learn.
And what do you think is the most difficult to your students?
What makes biology difficult, like studying wise or the topic?
The topic.
The topic? I think differentiating between what's really small, like micro and macro, is sometimes difficult. Sometimes we are talking about something as small as genetics, or we're talking about like chromosomes. Those are really, really small, and it's hard to grasp when we're talking about things that are small. Or we can talk about things that are really, really big. For example, evolution. That is a process that happens generations over generations over generations. So I think differentiating things and grasping what is really, really small and really, really big, that's sometimes difficult. I'd say sometimes there is like this conception that biology is a lot of memorization, and like when you're studying for a biology test, you have to memorize a lot of terms, so that's pretty difficult for some. If you are doing, for example, anatomy and you're talking about the different body systems and different parts, a lot of people could find it difficult to memorize or to remember. And hopefully, it's not just memorizing; you're trying to understand what they are all doing. But I think part of it is really have to study quite a bit.
You have a lot of information.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming here to help us with our interview.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure.